Everybody, welcome back to my channel. So today is going to be my Pan That Palette update. You guys know I'm working on the Colourpop Dream Street palette this year, and last month we did change out a few of the shades. I did remove the blue ones, or the blue shades. So my palette looks a little different. Here's the overview of the palette currently, and let's go ahead, let's jump into each individual shade. I'll tell you how often I used them and show you guys progress pictures. And that will be today's video. So like I said, here is the overview, looking slightly different. I really like the addition of the green and the yellow. I think it really changed the palette and made it a little bit more interesting to me this past month. But we'll do like what we always do. We'll go by row. So first shade we're gonna get into is Shooting Star, which is that mid-tone brown. This has had pan in it basically for the majority of the year now, and it is finally starting to look like I'm getting really close to being able to finish this in a couple months. The ring on one of the edges is obviously really low, as you guys can see. And over the last month, I ended up using it 13 times, which is a lot. I mean, it's not like I'm wearing makeup every single day or eyeshadow every single day, so I'm really happy with 13 uses in a month. For my complete totals for the year, I've used this shade 57 times that we know of. January was the only month I didn't count, so just bear in mind that some of these numbers aren't 100% accurate. Actually, all of these numbers won't be 100% accurate except for the two new shades, because I didn't count my tallies in January, so they're a little off, but 57 uses that we know of, which is quite a bit. Moving into the second shade, which is that peachy kind of like orangey mid-tone color, Magical. That I used 14 times in the last month, also very, very good. And that brings my yearly total to 87 uses that we know of, which is a ton. I can't remember when this got pan in it, but it's had pan for a while and it is slowly expanding out. These like transitional like mid-tone shades are really hard for me to hit pan on in general, and then really hard for me to like use up. I try piling it on as much as I like really enjoy on me. I'm just really light-handed with my makeup, so we're getting there. I'm like, the only reason I'm talking like this too is because we're getting really close to the end of the year, and I'm like, oh man, I really wanted to like finish a couple shades, but I haven't finished anything yet. Just pan so far. But after that is Stardust. I really don't enjoy Stardust very much. I think it's a really boring like shade. So I only ended up using it twice last month, and both times I used it, I mixed it with Sweet Dreams down here. It didn't really help my desire any, so that one might also be just taken out. I don't think I'll replace that one in any way, but that one might just be taken out. I just don't like the shade. For the yearly total in Stardust, I've only used it 16 times. Next to that is Twinkle, which I do have on my eyes today, and I did end up using it 7 times over the last month, or 8 times, sorry, I can't count. I used it 8 times over the last month, and I used it with Sweet Dreams a lot. I mixed these two a ton, and I really liked how it gave me like a lighter bronze color with still a lot of impact. So I did that a good bit, and so the pan finally did expand. Last month it was like no expansion at all in that one, but I picked it up for this past month. For yearly totals, I've used that one 53 times. Moving on to the second row, Sweet Dreams is the one that I keep talking about now. It's a really good mixing shade. I used it 8 times over the last month, so exactly the same as Twinkle. I probably ended up just using them together the whole time. I can't 100% remember. After those 8 uses, it brings my yearly total to 33 uses, which is pretty decent. This shade I am finding though is getting really crumbly looking or bumpy on the inside. I'll take a close-up. A lot of my shades are starting to get little like bumps in them, and I think that means that your eyeshadow is going bad technically. So I'm getting a little bit worried. I think I'll be okay to keep using this towards the end of the year, but this will probably be decluttered no matter what, because this shade in particular is really starting to perform kind of funny. To me, it's just not performing the same at all, and it just looks different in there. So it's probably just that time that these shadows are like expiring, but yeah. Little concerning. Next to that is the green shade that I rolled in from the At Forest Sight palette. I ended up using this twice, and it was a good reminder of why I don't like that palette very much. This palette, this green is pretty, but you really have to work hard for it to really give any impact. I think it swatches so pretty. Like, it looks so pretty when you like swatch it, but using it on the eyes, I mean, even there you guys can kind of see it just kind of turns muddy. Y'all see that? Like, there's not like good impact, so I don't know if that was like the best shade now to roll in, because I just swatched it on my hand real quick and I was like, oh yeah, that's pretty, Maybe that's one of the better shades in the palette. I can't remember because I don't use that palette very often. So maybe not the best choice. I'm still going to keep working on it because I can make it work. It's just, I was like, oh, this is such a good reminder as to why I didn't like that palette. Moving next to that, I was really hoping this one would have pan. I worked so hard on this one. This is Potion. I used it 10 times over the last month, bringing my yearly total to 59 uses, and I still don't have pan in this guy. I have it on my eyes today. I really liked using it in like in my crease, like to deepen up my crease because I have hooded eyes, and it is a really good like adding extra shadow kind of eyeshadow. But I don't have pan in this, and it's really, really disappointing. I don't know how that's possible, but no pan in Potion. After that is Spark, which is the pink shade. I'm also wearing this one on my eyes today on like my lower lash line into my outer V. And I don't have pan on this one either, which is surprising because I thought I'd maybe would have pan in that one. I used it 6 times over the last month, bringing my yearly total to 25 uses. So I guess with the yearly uses, I guess that makes sense, but I'm hoping I can get some pan in there pretty soon. Hopefully next month I'm gonna have pan in Potion and Spark. Those are probably gonna be focus shades next month. It might just be these 3 are gonna be the focus shades because I would like to just make really good headway on this green and use it up a good bit in fall before we hit winter. But anyways, moving on to the third and last row. Kaleidoscope is the first one on the row. I used it 11 times over the past month. I am also wearing this one today on my eyes, and my yearly total for that one is 46. And this one and Shooting Star, I think, are the 2 that are the most likely to be finished first, or the most likely to be finished in general. I think I'll be able to get these out of here. The ring on this one side is just so low on Kaleidoscope. After that is Elvis, the dark brown. I ended up using that one 13 times over the last month, and that brought my yearly total to 46 uses, which is again a lot. It's just slow expansion. I mainly use this one either in my eyebrows or as an eyeliner, and that's about it. Occasionally I'll use it like in my outer V if I want a really deep look, but it doesn't happen very often because I just don't wear deep looks very much. This might be a good one for me to do in a spooky story to get like that smoky effect. So I might keep that in mind for a spooky story to just give myself a really deep eye look. Actually, I just gave myself an idea. So I might be able to make some good progress on this in October because I'm gonna be filming a bunch of those, or hopefully being able to film a lot of those. My plan was to upload 2 a week, but I don't know if I'll be able to do that the whole month, but I'm trying. Anyways, moving on to the next shade, which is Moony, which is like a highlighty champagne color. It's not quite silver, it's more of a champagne-y, like it has a taupe undertone to it, definitely, is Moony. And I have pan on this one. This is finally showing some silver in the center of it, as you guys can hopefully see in the close-ups. I ended up using it 7 times over the last month, bringing my yearly total to 33 on that one. And I'm just really excited that after 30 something uses, we got pan. I mainly use this as a highlight, either on my face or on my like body and neck and stuff, to make the most progress. I also was starting to use it to like blend out some of my eye looks. The only reason I don't like doing that too much is because it does have a slight shimmer to it. And because I have hooded eyes, I really don't like putting more shimmer on my hood. It emphasizes it and makes my eyes look really puffy. So that's why I don't do it too much, but it did work. You can basically blend away most of the shimmer or cover it in a lot of ways. So I did use it that way, but I do prefer to use it like on larger parts of my face, like my cheeks, or even like just on like my neck and stuff. I think it's probably the best way of using that and being able to finish it. And then after that is the yellow, the new yellow shade that I rolled in from the Honey palette. And this one I used 5 times over the last month, and I really enjoyed using this. It was so much fun just adding little pops of yellow. A lot of the times I would add a pop of yellow into like my inner corner up here, and I really loved the effect of it. It just was really summery. It felt really nice to use that at the end of summer. So I'm glad I rolled it in, and I'm just having a lot of fun with the yellow. I love yellow. So nothing bad to say about that one at all. And that, guys, is the entire update. For my focus shades, like I said, I will definitely be focusing on these 3 right here, the green, Potion, and Spark. I want to have pan and Potion and Spark by next month. Those are going to be the ones I really, really go hard on. I can use those together a lot. It's a little summery with the pink, but I think I can make it work. If those don't have pan in them next month, I'm going to be very, very disappointed in myself. I think I can do it. So that is the goal. 2 more pans next month. I may also end up removing Stardust as just a shadow in general. I just don't like it, and it's just not worth it to me. And then after that, if I get Pan in Potion and Spark, I have Pan in every single shadow in here that was original to the palette. After that, the 2 I added, I think I'll be able to hit Pan. That's the goal. I'm not wanting to finish these 2. It's just hitting Pan. I think I can do that by the end of the year, hopefully, or be very close. So feeling good. Hopefully I can make some really good progress over October, because I'll be doing like darker and heavier looks. So I'm hoping next month's update will be very, very exciting. It was good this one though. We did have 1 new pan and tons of progress. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, definitely make sure to hit that thumbs up button. Also, if you haven't yet, consider hitting that subscribe button, because I do try to upload 3 times a week. And with October coming up, I have a lot of spooky content coming. So if that is something that interests you, definitely hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out. And remember, there is always magic to be found, and I hope that means I see all of you in my next video. Bye!
Alright, ooh baby, just hold tight. We're up at the moonlight, believe in the magic. On side, we'll make it feel just right. Just look at that bright light, believe in the magic.